What's up, everybody? I've decided that the next season of my life that I'm going to start building towards is not moving back to Colorado. Similar, but not exactly that. I'm buying a van, and I'm going to start investing into that as my mobile home. And I'm going to go on a road trip indefinitely. Because there's a season of my life that I can't get away from. I've tried, and it just keeps coming back. So I'm going to confront it now. I'm going to go live. I'm going to be free. And I'm going to go wherever the hell that I want to. I'm going to save up a bunch of money. I'm going to use capitalism to get to my next stage. And I'm just going to go enjoy being free. Free in an entirely new way. Free from materials. Free from internet. Free from rent. Free from bills of any kind. Not free from work. Not free from the essential elements of survival. I mean, the goal is to work, and the goal is to find work. So it's not that to go out and be a bum by any means. It's to go out and trade all the things that I don't want and the luxuries of capitalism and society for the things that I really want, which is found in the free wilderness of nature. There's where my humanity is actually, my instincts come out, because it's too nice here. It's just boring, honestly. Like, it's great, and I love it, and I respect it, but I want something different. I want a challenge, and I want to put myself in a position. I'm not ready by any means, but you never really are ready. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I've done it once before. When I moved to Colorado, I lived in a fifth wheel, except this time I'll be in my own rig. And I just really want to share it because I feel like I've made a good decision, man. I feel like I made a good decision for the freedom of my soul. And you know what? I'm a risk taker. I know things are going to happen, but you find yourself on the journey of life. There's nothing I need to be ready for, prepared for. I'm going to go find it, man. This is just the next stage. You just got to find a way to roll with life as it happens. There's nothing I want to set up or structure or build. I don't want to build a life. I want to go live and experience life. And that's the difference. That's the difference in my mentality. So maybe when I get back or I get done, I can come back and settle, but at least I don't miss this part of my life. In the 60s, the hippie movement was like almost 10 years long, but eventually they grew out of it and they moved on. But I think it was important that they went through it to begin with, and I think that's kind of how it is in my life right now. So in order to get to the next stage, I'm gonna have to go through this one, and this is my free stage. But you know what? People like Steve Jobs came out of that hippie movement, and they brought revolutionary things to all humanity. And so what I'm hoping for is eventually in the long term, I'll be able to bring very, very inspirationally driven, instinctive traits back to humanity that can actually help us. That gives us something that we weren't really seeing, because you have to get out of this place sometimes to figure out who you are and discover a sense of yourself. Because other than that, American, David Shaw, Putnam City High School, AT&T employee, dad, all those are just labels or they're titles that came along with the package, but that's not really who I am. They don't really exist. So I'm about to go figure out who I am, and it's going to be done on the road. So Portland, Oregon, California, the Redwoods, Vermont, Canada, maybe even up to Alaska, it doesn't matter. And you find work along the way, you start finding colonies, you learn how to use your human skills, because there's a lot of opportunity in America, and you don't have to be a capitalist. You don't have to live that way. So I'm not going to. I've done that for 27 years. I want to go try another lifestyle. If I don't like it, then I'll come back. I don't really give a fuck. Shit. I'm a badass boss, and I'm in control of my own life, and I'm gonna start proving that in my demonstration of how I live. So I'm gonna chill it out here for AT&T for a while, and I'm gonna save some money. I'm gonna position myself for takeoff, and then I'm out of here. Maybe I'll find a girl along the way, because the kind of life I live, I don't see a girl in Oklahoma wanting to settle with someone like me. And not settle in a sense of go buy a house, settle in a sense of I've settled with a man that I appreciate the way who he is at his core. So that's where I'm headed. And I'm going to broadcast it, probably. So this is David Shaw. This is what I do. This is really who I am. I've always wanted to do something like this. So I'm going to go set the standard in my own life. It's going to be great. Won't you join me and come along and live your freedoms through my willingness of my own to satisfy my own? So, all in love.